Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. This one is a bit different to one potentially that I've ever done before. I don't really ever remember naming a video I am awful at this video game. But this video, here we are, playing Nicola McKay, according to their gamer tag on there. And I got absolutely battered. I did score quite a few goals, but I don't want to spoil it. You'll stick around, you'll see how many I ended up conceding. I'm pretty bad at EAFC so far. And when I say that, it's all about perspective. What I'm saying is this is the worst I have been. It's not a FIFA game, but you know what I mean. This is the worst I've been at a FIFA game right at the start. And I'm not panicking. We're 5 days into it. That's a lot of people. People might be watching this. You might not have even played it yet. You might be waiting for the standard edition. I know I'll get good at the game. I'm confident I'll improve a lot. I already learning a lot about my mistakes, but this video is also to teach you a bit about what I'm learning, where I know I'm going wrong, but also to reassure you that don't panic, don't get too angry. I see the comments on YouTube. I have lots of people coming to my Twitch streams telling me that they're awful at this game. It can be a mix. Some people blame the game completely. Some people are blaming themselves. This game is very different in a lot of ways. It's also very similar to the start of FIFA 23 in a lot of ways. I genuinely believe that there's a lot of features in this game that were basically taken from the first build of FIFA 23 and they've built it from there. So some of the patches that we had on FIFA 23. So a good start to me in this game. That was a nice goal, by the way. A lot of the features that were at the start of FIFA 23, like the Trivellas being OP, things like that, they're in this game. There are some things on this game that I think are just stupid. The ridiculous Trivellas, the corners are OP. 5-back, I'm starting to see people use it a lot and say that it's pretty good. We'll get into that. We're going to discuss lots of different areas of the game, my thoughts. This isn't a review so far of FC24, so to speak, but it is a conversation about it. I'll talk a lot about a lot of different things, my thoughts on it, where I think you guys can improve. And of course, let me know in the comments your thoughts about it. But like I said, this is probably the worst I've been at the start of a FIFA game ever, to be honest. My win record or win ratio percentage is still fairly good. I'm nearly in Div 5. I am playing... That was awful pass by me there. I'm playing on a road to glory. I just bought Diani yesterday. Big purchase. Well, actually, early this morning. Big purchase for the road to glory. I've used her a lot in draft playing against her. She's insane. That will probably help me win a lot more games having an elite attacker compared to Memphis Depay. She's going to be a lot better. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. I think this FIFA is quite pay to win. You might disagree, I'll get into it a bit more, but I think this game is quite pay to win compared to some of the other ones. Not using that as an excuse. I know gameplay-wise I could definitely improve. My draft record, I think I've got about 75 to 80% win ratio in it. I'm normally winning about 90-95% at the start of the year when draft comes out. Draft is obviously a lot less pay to win. There's a bit of luck with the team. And I will cover some of the things that I think I'm bad at and why I'm struggling to adjust. And this game, like a lot of FIFAs, might not suit me as much as some others, but obviously you have to adapt. The best FIFA players adapt every year. I've been top 100 or every FIFA getting the #1 rank every FIFA since Weekend League came out. I'm confident I'll still do that when Weekend League is out. Hopefully I'll do it first weekend, but it is probably going to be a bit tough on my road to glory team. That's a bit more limited. Let's start though with the defense. Defense is a nightmare right now. One of the things that I've always felt I've been very good at, keeping my shape, structurally organising my defence, and not diving in, and I've always been very, very good at one-on-one defending. On the other side, I think I've normally been pretty good, as much as the game's allowed you, pretty good at dribbling. So I started quite well in this game, I just ended up capitulating. But one-on-one defending on this game is the hardest I think it's been ever, to be honest, at least that from my memory. I'm normally very confident when I'm one-on-one defending. I think it's for a multitude of reasons. I think, one, there is just issues on this game where your players just kind of dive in. and get caught on ice skates, and I don't like that. I feel maybe, I don't know what EA's approach with playstyles is going to be. Is it going to be that players only have the playstyles they've got now, or they'll add more playstyles to special versions of cards, or evolutions will allow you to get more? But for now, playstyles definitely do help. If a player had gold plus on every playstyle defensively, I think you'd notice insane difference with them. Jockey, having that makes a big difference. And the limit of players you can use who have certain playstyles probably is hindering me. But at the same time, it's taking a lot to adjust. I'm struggling to adjust to the way the defending is on this game because it is very different. The new sprint types, the controlled sprint, the way the dribbling works, quite a few new OP tricks as well. I think that's making it very hard to defend. I'm not, for the most part, struggling to score. I won't on the attack. I don't think there'll be as much I could talk about in terms of why I'm just not very good. I think the general consensus for most people is that everyone, for the most part, is really struggling with the defending. I'm having multiple games where both me and the opponent are scoring 5+ goals. I can't really ever remember that FIFA. If I was good enough to score 5 past someone, they were never ever going to be able to score that many past me as well. But I'm really struggling with that. I'm learning a lot more. I'm starting to get better at time adjusting the space. I think it's also picking the right formations, some instructions. A lot of it, though, as well, is coming. There are a lot of bad goals like that one as well. I think keepers are not good enough. I think it's not just the defending. I think keepers aren't great either. I think there's no middle ground, and it's quite frustrating with keepers. I think sometimes keepers make outrageous saves. Like, I just can't believe what I'm seeing. And then at other times, they let in the most basic stuff that I think I would save if I was in that. And I'm not a very good keeper, to clarify. So there is that as well. I feel like even if you make a slight error, keepers are just going to let nearly anything in. So there's that. But I feel like on this game, you get really punished for diving in. You get really punished if you don't defend absolute perfectly. And I'm not this video isn't me complaining, saying the game's really bad or anything like that. There's an example of really bad keeping. I'm more trying to make the point. I think there are issues with the game, but there's issues with how I'm playing the game. But more so the point, whilst I'm saying I'm not very good at the game compared to the level I expect myself to be and I normally am, I think that the game is a big adjustment. It's a big learning curve. There's a lot to adjust to. And we'll all get there over time. Stick with me, boys and girls, and I'll do my best to impart what I'm learning about this game. I've started tweaking a few things, improving my team, started trying to do a few new gameplay things, and I won like 3 drafts in a row last night before I went to bed. I won 3 games in a row with my team. I'm definitely getting better. I've had a few clean sheets. Doesn't happen very often. But defensively, the game's very hard. Kickoffs, 45th minutes, they're very tough. The bounces on this game are really bad as well. They're not bad when you have playstyles. And I think playstyles are one of the areas this game is very pay to win. I love playstyles as a concept, and I do love some things about it. I just really hope that they do improve on them. I really hope... Probably should turn shot there. I really hope that we don't just have like the playstyles Harry Kane has, for example, for now. That's all he has if he gets a 99 card. I want them to add more. I think they improve the game. I think they make the game a lot more fun. I think it's a way they can make new special cards a lot better. And I think they can mix in with evolutions as well. But a lot of the playstyles, defensive ones, really affect your tackling. Like there, I want to show this one here. This is a great example of my bad defending. So here, I should stop sprinting now, hold jockey. I just get caught on ice skates. On previous FIFA, when I held jockey there, I just stopped. This game, you really get punished if you don't make a quick decision on jockey. And that probably is also an element of Rudiger doesn't have any jockey playstyle. But it's learning to adjust to this. The advanced or tactical defending, I use advanced. I think that, I can't remember what it's called, like a seal out, where you press X, and that's a really good option. But there's a lot of adjusting to do defensively. And I do think once playstyles get added more, obviously there'll be more attacking ones, but I think the defending ones are more vital, I guess. We'll get there. So there's a lot of adjusting with that. The passing, I really like the passing for the most part. I do think the playstyles are maybe a little bit too important with that, but there's a lot of improvement from my end that needs to go there. Learning, obviously, just a general meta, finesse shots, travellas, the tricks that work. We'll have to adjust to that One, in terms of the attack, getting better at utilising them, but two, getting better at defending them. I think that the passing is pretty good in general, but there's definitely learning the broken passes a bit more, learning when to do them. You can't get out the press as well this year because the long pass, that for years you've been able to just switch it, switch it, switch it. I've been so used to that, whereas now that's not an option. So the press is arguably even better than before. I think I give the ball away far too regularly. One of the big tips I always tell people is keep the ball, up your pass accuracy. The more you give the ball away, the more likely you are to concede. Of course, the less likely you are to score like there. I just do a lot of dumb passes. And part of it is sometimes I play passes that you need a play style or don't work as well if you don't have a play style. Part of it's that I'm just making bad decisions. So I've definitely got to improve there. I would say that's definitely a big tip I'd use though. Use play styles a lot. Make sure you pick play styles that are relevant to the position. I think one thing I do like this year is that I feel like stats across the board matter. On previous FIFAs, 90 short pass to 80 short pass wasn't that noticeable. It is more this year. I imagine players like Pirlo and Xavi play a lot more like they should, and they are a lot better in previous years. It's not just you have to have Vieira. Sure, Hullit's still going to be the best midfielder because he can do everything. That's obvious. But the players with really good play styles who have certain attributes will allow people to play in a certain way a lot more, which I think is good. I think that's a big improvement. I have stuff like that there. That was brilliant play by me. As I get players, better players, I will, like, if that's Diardi, that goes in. There is stuff like that. I think the game is more pay to win. We'll talk a bit about that. I think the game is a lot more pay to win in general. Awful keeping there again. Probably already seen 4 or 5 examples of shocking keeping from me and my opponent in this game. What was it I was saying? Yeah, the pay to win. I think the play styles massively make the game pay to win because you need play styles, I think, to make your team really good. But then at the same time, there's only a few players with really good play styles and good attributes. You need a mix. I think because female players have been added to the game, there are some OP ones of them, but it's upped the prices because pack weight's worse. Because there's more cards now. There's more low-level cards that aren't that great because there's more players been added to the game. So the more expensive the best players are less likely to get packed, and therefore there's demand still there. The price is going up. So the game being paid to win, I do think that's probably made it a bit more of a struggle. I normally, at the start of the year, I didn't really think about it until I say it now, but I normally spend a few grand at the start of the year to try and compete. I'm not competing at all this year, so not playing at all with a team advantage probably is hindering me. But every year I do a road to glory as well and get the top rank, to clarify before people start saying you're a pay to win scumbag or something like that, Zell. I think one area I've definitely been good at on this game is set pieces. I think that's helped me, but I do still concede them. But yeah, it's always going to be a learning curve at the start of the year, learning what's OP, learning what's really broken, learning I don't want to say abuse, but learning the things that you're going to be able to do. Like there, I just dive in. On previous FIFAs, I would never have dove in like that. That's awful defending by me, and it's taking a lot for me to adjust. But yeah, in terms of the main things I think that I could offer as advice, sprint a lot less. Really focus on the defending, not diving in. Really try concentrate during it. Give the ball away a lot less. You don't want to be defending on this game. And at the same time, experiment with what play styles work for you, the type of players you like. Try out different formations. I'm putting out lots of different formations at this point of the game because I want to give you guys lots of options. I want to give you guys advice on different ways of playing. I don't like the game being a case of me just saying this is the one way of playing, this is the only thing you can do. Like FIFA 19, if you didn't have 5-star skills doing El Tornadoes into crosses and volleys, you were massively hindering yourself. I like at this point of the game, obviously, it's very early and the meta could be established. I'm aware of that. But I like right now, it doesn't seem like there's something absolutely OP that you have to be doing. Otherwise, you're going to get punished. But I don't like that I'm struggling right now. I'll be honest. I don't like losing. I'm very competitive. But we'll get there. I am improving every day. I'm learning lots more. Awful play by me there. I'm not sure what that own goal was. I think I did get quite unlucky in this game, to be fair. But I can't remember ever conceding 7 on a recent FIFA. So it says a lot. Hopefully this video has helped you out. Just a little discussion. I don't normally just sit here and waffle for 15 minutes, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you do enjoy these type of videos. I appreciate all the support on the channel. The numbers on YouTube and Twitch, they do mean a lot. I read all the comments. I try my best to respond to them. I'm trying to put out videos that I think you guys want, that I think are going to help you guys. I'm excited for the rest of this year. I think this game genuinely does have quite a bit of potential. Crazy finish there. I think this game generally does have a lot of potential. I really like some of the features this year. Hopefully, in a few weeks, we're not sat here saying the game's broken, the meta's ridiculous. We'll see. Appreciate you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are about this video. I would appreciate feedback and comments on this, because something a bit different to what I normally do. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.